I'm scarred for life, but I'm set for life, and I'm set for life, but I'm scarred for life. And I'm coming at you. I'm fucking crazy. I'm fucking psycho, fucking insane. That's the fucking chorus right there.
You nailed it,
That is
dude. You
good.
nailed it.
Yeah.
You nailed it. And you visually transformed into fucking Joe Rogan there,
You
dude.
did.
You fucking,
Oh, Joe Rogan. Yeah.
yeah, you did. You visually transformed
That's
yourself into Joe Rogan. It was amazing.
You're watching the Big Room live on Twitch. You're the Big Room. You're watching the Big Room live on Twitch. Yeah.
Election day, yeah.
Do it right there.
Election day, yeah. Why haven't we heard of James Hetfield this election? Where the fuck's he on this shit?
He is purposefully non-political.
That's wise. But how can we find out who he voted for?
I can't. There's no way.
What the fuck? All right.
How
you doing? How you doing?
I'm watching the shit and seeing what the shit happens.
I can't stand to watch any of this shit because it's all bullshit until it ain't.
It's true. That's true. Pennsylvania's tight.
There's many states that are 50-50 that
Tight.
blowing my mind how this is possible. I mean, here's the thing. Women outnumber men statistically in the world by like 51 to 49%.
Yep.
Even if just all the women voted like, oh, wow, we can have the first time woman president. And they're choosing not to do that. Many women are going, and in America, I have a theory on this, by the way, because women in America are so emasculated that they want to be men. They want to be like the men. They want to do what men do. They burp and they drink and they root football. And I'm like, at this point, you're a straight guy dating a woman who's in every way just like a dude, but you're not gay, but you want to date yourself, essentially. Somebody that is, but has a feminine figure, but in every way acts like a dude. This is like America. And these same women are the ones that are going, I don't think a woman's ready for the job. You're a fucking
I don't
understand
that.
You're a woman that doesn't identify as women. We have so many we have an identity crisis in this country that I'm convinced has never, ever existed in the history of humanity.
Yeah.
Clearly not openly, but I think it's never existed. I think that women embrace being a woman at that point and what it is to be feminine. And nowadays, many women in America embrace masculinity to the point that they're rejecting the idea of having a feminine president, a female president. They're rejecting the idea. We're like, this is the first time ever they've had the opportunity. And they're like, nah, pass the beer. Let's watch football. What's going on?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I mean, do you see this?
Well, not really. Not in those stark terms.
Man, I do. I see it. I see it all the time. I see it. I'm in more contact with the public, the general public, than you are, but I'm just like, the stuff that women, when they're girls in the backseat of my car are talking about is locker room talk. I mean, they used to be more reserved, like just culturally, it was different. And like, and maybe, and then they go, oh, make America great again. Like, that means something different to every fucking buddy,
That does.
Make it like, can you turn me back into a 12-year-old when I didn't have to do anything and I had everything taken care of for me? Because that was great.
Yes.
Like, let's go back to that time when we were all 12 and 14. There's no rewinding the clock, people.
No rewinding the clock. That's true.
People are delusional in this fucking country to the point, like, it's ridiculous. It's astounding. The fact that we are 50-50 on this dude who's failed at business, and they're going, because like in 2020, they had a shot because everybody was duped with the TV program to think that he was a good businessman again.
That was 2016.
I'm sorry, 2016. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago. 26. Yes. So, but there's a lot of information that came out since then, and he's not a good businessman. He's never been a good businessman. It was all smoke and mirrors the whole time. And they're kind of like, so back then they were like, we want a businessman that could run the country.
Yeah.
And it was like him and Elon Musk. And both of them ended up being
crazy or dumb.
Shams, frauds.
Yeah, crazy, dumb. Crazy, dumb.
Bro.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Trump certainly figured out that you don't need people don't want factual anything. They just want surface, glossy, shiny things.
Well, half the country does.
Half the country wants glossy, shiny things. Tell them it's going to be all good. You'll make them the best in the world. You'll be the best. Oh, what are the details? We're figuring that out.
I have a concept of a plan.
And that's all you need. And with that, kids, you can become president. That's all you need. It's a fucking character study in mass manipulation. Commercialism through commercialism.
Yeah. Half the country is not interested in hearing something that they don't want to hear. Half the country is... After Obama, there was half the country that felt like they could not talk about how they felt other than in their basements. That's what happened. There was a black guy at president, and half the country, most of which were white men, decided, I no longer feel comfortable talking about what I feel out in public. I can only do this in my basement with my closest friends. And that somehow made them feel like they were being repressed because their hatred wasn't normally accepted. As society continued to evolve and accept more and more races, more and more sexual orientations, and so on, so that then those white guys started feeling like, I am stuck. I am being repressed. And then Trump came around and said, it's okay, people. You can say it again. In fact, I'll say it for you. And then he started saying it, and he brought them all out of the basement. And now
they gave, in a sense, he gave them their freedom of speech back, but they still don't say it. But to them, it's, I have no problem with black people, just don't want to marry my daughter.
Yeah.
I have no problem with trans, les, gay people.
Yeah.
just don't want him as part of my family
Or
influencing my children in any way.
why they got to do that in public? Why they got to do that in public? Why they got to be themselves out in public, man? Making me look at them. What?
Because we have an overtly sexualized public that is out of control. It's a bit ridiculous. The way that we've commercialized sexuality is really, maybe it's human nature, but it's definitely perverse. Like
Right.
it's commercialized to an unhealthy way.
Trump moves in front in Pennsylvania just now. But that would be bad.
Bro, we have a fucking electoral college. Can we talk about this for a second? Like, there's a very good possibility she's going to win more electoral votes or more
popular
votes.
Yeah.
But she can still lose because they never fucking changed. They had 4 years to change the electoral college. Why haven't they? Why haven't they changed more gerrymandering? Why haven't they done things to protect this election better? They knew it was coming. Fucking idiots.
It still counts per state.
Huh?
The popular vote still matters per state. Per individual state.
Uh-huh.
Just not across the country as a whole. The overall vote, the popular vote matters on a per state basis.
Okay.
It just doesn't matter on a nationwide basis. You know what I'm saying? So if you win the popular vote in Pennsylvania, you get Pennsylvania's votes. It doesn't matter if you win it by 7 votes or 7 million votes. If you win the popular vote in Pennsylvania, you get Pennsylvania's electoral votes. If you win the popular vote in California, you get California's electoral votes. And that's the way it goes every state. Except Nebraska. Nebraska has Nebraska and then Omaha, which is separate from the state.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, that does actually sound fair, except that the electoral votes are distributed throughout the states, like, not really fairly in some way.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're you got your states like North Dakota that have like 3. South Dakota has 3 electoral votes. That's it. Pennsylvania has 19. If you win, so if you win,
that sounds pretty fair.
Yeah, I mean, it is that way, except that if you look at the country as a whole, if you wind up winning all of those smaller, lesser educated states, North Dakota, South Dakota, Louisiana, Alabama, all of those states, if you win them all by 10,000 votes here, 10,000 votes there, you can get enough electoral college votes to take the presidency, even if somebody wins New York by 3 million votes and Pennsylvania by 200,000, California by 2 million votes. So they actually wind up getting 7 million votes more than the other person across the country. Then that doesn't matter, because it doesn't matter how many votes you win that state by. It doesn't matter how many votes you win an individual state by. You still get the same number of votes that are assigned to that state. So it's all just doing the math on what states do you need and what states can you win. that's why things like Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, State College are big in Pennsylvania because those are larger city-based. People move there for a reason. In general, you have to be a little more of a thinker to survive there than you do in maybe Johnstown or Altoona or Renova. Yeah. Oh, we have projection.
Put it up on the screen.
Kamala wins Colorado, and Trump wins Mississippi, which is, of course, is expected. So Trump gets 6 for Mississippi. Harris gets 10 for Colorado. So it's going to be Pennsylvania, Arizona getting their votes in. That's a close one.
What channel should we watch the election coverage on?
I have it on CNN right now. Trump roughly 59,000 ahead in Pennsylvania right now. About half reporting. So there's still another half to go.
When do the early votes get counted? All the mail-in votes?
Different in different states.
Way to go. Fuck. Yeah. Again, every 4 years we do this. Where's the streamlining of this process?
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
If they're mail-in votes, fucking count them. We have supercomputers. Count them when they come in. And now, if you don't want to announce them,
Elon says you can't use. You don't want to use computers to count votes. You can't trust them. You gotta count those by hand.
You can only trust them to drive your car. You fucking kidding me?
Yeah, that's what Elon says.
These people. He's become such a piece of shit huckster, and he didn't create Tesla. He didn't create any of these companies. He just ends up buying them out. It ends up he's from a rich family too.
Yeah,
they hide their riches. They hide that they're from rich families. Tucker Carlson never talks about that he's from a oligarchy family, like with fucking a billionaire. Never talks about. Oh, I'm for the people.
Yeah.
All 3 of these fucking guys. I'm for the people. You don't know what it's like to be a people.
A people.
Well, certainly not a laborer. Certainly not like a working class person that has had to trade their time for money.
Oh, yeah.
You've always had that nest egg to leverage.
Yeah.
That's a lever. That's like, here, lift this big boulder by hand, or here's another smaller boulder and a big fucking stick to move it. It's leverage. That's what being born with money is unfair leverage advantage. And then they claim they don't have any advantage. It's like, dude, you're fighting me with a sword made of steel and I have a stick. Yeah. Or dude, you have a gun and I have a sword. Or still a stick. Yeah.
I still have the stick. Remember when you and I fought and you had the sword and I had the stick? Now you have a gun and I still have the stick. Fucker. And then there's that one time that you had the sword and I had the stick, and somehow I beat you, and then you made it 2 out of 3 and got a gun. That wasn't cool, man.
Yeah.
That wasn't cool.
Ugh.
All kinds of bomb threats in Georgia.
Really?
People calling the different heavily black populations and calling in bomb threats to the voting places. They'd have to shut down the voting place, and
Oh no.
yeah,
No.
there's been like 10 of them today. 10 of them.
Why are these people not getting arrested?
It was the Russians.
They weren't on the funds as long. Sorry, we could not track
So we
it.
couldn't track them. Turned out they were in Moscow.
Keep them on the phone. Keep them asking questions so we could. No, that didn't happen.
It
Like
doesn't happen.
in the TV shows.
Fucking Ethan Hunt knew better. Jim Phelps, you fucker.
Dude, I started drinking at 7:00.
What are you drinking?
You're drinking. Right now, I switched to beer.
Okay,
And I'm
good.
drinking a 3-beer blend,
A
which I never
3-beer
recommend anybody do. Don't mix beers. But I'm doing.
You're right, but you got Miller Lite.
I got another. Let me show you the other two.
Yeah. What's happening? We're getting closer. In Georgia.
Votes between them.
I see, yeah.
80% reporting.
Miller Lite. There you go.
Miller Lite. Then we got Tecate.
Oh yeah, Tecate, the Mexican beer, yeah.
Because I had some of that left over from last night. But this is the curveball.
It's a curveball. A Kolsch, okay.
Genesee
Kolsch.
Mango Peach Kolsch.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No. Dude, that kept getting worse. Like, it started out okay. Like, I was like, oh, Kolsch. I like a good Kolsch. And then you're like,
By
Genesee
name only.
Kolsch.
It's by name only.
And then you're like, Genesee Kolsch. And I was like, oh, no. And then you said, Genesee Mango Peach Kolsch. And I was like, ah, what happened?
Yeah. It tastes like a malt beverage.
Oh.
It's not terrible. It doesn't taste like a can like the original Iron City did
Right.
20 years ago. But it's not good. I will say though, the reason I bought it was on discount. It was a 12-pack that was on sale for half price. So I got 12 of them for $6, 50 cents a beer. I was like,
yeah, you can't pass it up.
Gotta try
That
that.
was like I not recently. I sometime in the last year I picked up some of the Bats Blue, which is definitely good. That's not a good beer.
No.
Yeah, that's not a good beer at all. But I got it at Duffy's.
Yeah.
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 And it was
They have
freaking
1,000 beers.
yeah, and they had the Bats Blue on clearance. It was a 30-pack for $8. I was like,
Wow. That is some real throwback prices.
dude, that was
That's
like
30 cents a beer, bro.
yeah, the 30 cents a beer. I'll be peeing clear for a month and a half.
Hell yeah, man. Well,
Trump
there you
wins
go.
Ohio. Trump wins Ohio.
Oh boy.
Still, nothing has really gone opposite than what they expected. Montana.
Ashton tonight. We gotta turn it up a notch. All right, we're drinking a shot.
All right, Aaron. You might
We
drink
gotta
it.
drink a shot for every state that we lose.
I'll take a sip.
Okay, so if I-
K-Rock, yeah.
fuck,
Fucking
bro,
fuck.
can you imagine?
Here's what I'm drinking tonight. I'm drinking the old. There you go. I'm drinking the old.
Ooh, nice.
Yes, the Casa
All right.
Maestri
Anejo. Yeah,
Reserve.
I'm going with the generic version, but
That
tequila.
that's good though. Tequila is good because that's Kamala Harris's drink of choice.
Is it
Yeah,
perfect?
tequila. I mean, yeah.
Well, cheers to that
Cheers to the tequila
and to Kamala.
in America.
Mm. Hello, hand of K Rock. I like the rings. The rings are looking good.
Rock said he likes the rings. Rock said he likes your rings.
So, bro,
Believe it to me.
no, I what I was gonna say is,
Yeah.
I
Hate.
no. Let me gather my thoughts here. All right, thoughts become things, right?
They
If
can,
we're
yeah.
creators of our own universe, we don't know how much this actually is comes into play. I think that there's, we're all part of this. There's a multiverse, and then universe.
Multiverse.
Like,
Yeah.
it's the world within the world that we have control of based on what we focus on. But something like an election here is a collective consciousness vote,
Yeah.
and I don't want to even think about Trump. I don't want to hear him for another fucking 4 years. I don't want to hear him.
Yeah.
I don't want to see him anymore. I want to be done with him.
No, I know it's not easy right now. I mean, what's happening right now is not
She's so fucking positive. Like all her fucking things, she's smiling. Did you see her on SNL?
Yeah, did you see the
I love her. Like she's
did you see the
jubilant.
ridiculous Trump commercial with the three old ladies at the table?
No,
There's three old ladies. I'm not making this up, dude. He's at it's a Trump commercial. There's three old ladies sitting around. It looks like a diner, like in a diner, right? They're like in a diner. There's people walking around behind them in the background, right? And the one old lady goes. The one old lady says, "Do you see what's happening in Israel? Jew hatred, the way I've never seen it before. Anti-Semitism, the way I never imagined. Did you hear about Eric's son? No, what happened? He got spit on his way to school. Oh my goodness!" And then the one girl, and then the third girl goes, "Well, what about Kamala?" And the one girl says, "They're too busy defending the squad." And then the third old lady literally goes, "Oy vey." Like all the commercials, she pulls out, "Oy vey." And I was like, "No, what are you doing?" "Oy vey," she says. It was so bad, dude. It was so bad.
I mean, I can't help. Every time I hear Oy vey, I think of our D&D redux.
Hey, but yeah, my gosh, Shkamutskin. That's humor. That's humor that we got going on right there. But they just pulled out. They were like, you know what? We want to make sure everyone knows that these are three elderly Jewish women.
Yeah.
How do we? You know what? Don't the Jews say things like "oy vey"? Yeah, I think they do. So put that in there. Have the one girl say "oy vey." It's a terrible commercial.
Oy vey.
Oy vey.
Yeah, this is pretty painful. This is why
I guess what happens, man.
Oh, well, I had a great day today, though. Let me tell you about my day.
Good. Did you vote?
I voted
Oh,
3
fuck.
weeks.
I got. Oh, you did the early voting.
I voted 3 weeks ago.
Good.
You damn right. Because today I went and made $300 cleaning up Kamala's mess down at the
PPG. No, where was she?
down at the stacks.
Oh, cool.
An event photo. But look how she smiles, she laughs. She's a good person. So yeah, last night I went and cleaned up after Trump's peoples.
Right.
Shot a little bit of video. Maybe I'll upload it here and share it with you guys. But went and had an awesome dinner with my
That's
buddy
good.
with my buddy Camrock.
Well, that looks yummy.
Those are all kebabs, salad, bread, olives,
Nice.
chicken, lamb, beef kebabs. Oh, we pigged out. And we started on the
And?
great
Stop what you're doing and get ready to
What is that?
focus. It's a bottle of Grey Goose vodka.
Ah, okay, okay. That was from today?
Yeah, I went and worked from 9 to 5, and then I went took a shower, went to dinner, ate massive amounts of meat and some olives and a little bit of salad,
Right.
and then and had some vodka, and then did that for a couple hours, and then I came home and we're doing this. So I had a really full day, an awesome day. It's a great day. I just hope it culminates with some greatness here. And I gotta admit, I'm concerned, bro.
Well, yeah. Should be.
How is it so close? This guy's a fucking buffoon.
This is why I don't like being out in public. I don't like the public.
Can't trust anybody to make the right decisions. How can we trust half the people to make the right? We can't trust. Clearly, cannot. This is evidence, scientific evidence. We cannot trust half of our population to make a sane decision. Am I wrong feeling this way? That's how I feel. I literally you seem perfectly sane, but clearly you're easily manipulated by something that I'm not part of. I don't know, but it's illogical, bro.
It's not. It doesn't make sense.
It's painful.
Okay, wait, what's this? Can we do this?
It's tough. It's tough to deal with.
Let's see.
I mean, this fucking guy. You think he's gonna lead our fucking country into some type of greatness? We've had 4 years with him. Thankfully, I blocked most of it out of my memory.
Right?
Christ on a crutch. I just don't know about this. I just don't. Hey, how about we watch something?
Something?
Yeah. I was watching Cardi B's speech to the.
Okay.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, and then she got blasted by Elon.
Really?
Elon called her a moronic puppet that could not string words together without the words being fed to her.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, he just unleashed a bunch of insults on her on X. Just another dumb puppet who can't make her own sentences without reading them off of a illustrator. He says.
Yeah, I guess the teleprompter wasn't giving it, so that she was like, "Bring me my phone," and she was calling for her assistant to bring her phone for her notes, and then she had to read it off her cell phone.
Yeah.
What's up, Milwaukee? Okay, so I don't take lightly the call. Sorry, guys, I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous, guys. I've been waiting for this moment this whole life, my whole life. I need patience over here. Patience, where are you, girl? I need patience over here.
Hi, I'm Burke, a small business insurance expert with BuyBurke.
What's a BuyBurke?
BuyBurke isn't a thing.
So, yeah, Patience is her assistant.
Right.
Hold on. How you guys doing tonight? How you guys doing tonight? Are we ready to make history? Kamala Harris is going to tell it to you now. Y'all ready to listen? All right, now. All right. Just like Kamala Harris, I too have been the underdog. I've been underestimated. My success belittled and discredited. Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. Women have to work 10 times harder, perform 10 times better, and still people question us how we got to the top. They be like, how she got there? Hold on, let me warm up. Yeah. Let me tell you something. I can't stand a bully. But just like Kamala, I always stand up to one. All the time, I'm ready for them. Yeah. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. I wasn't gonna vote this year. I wasn't. But Kamala Harris joining the race, she changed my mind completely. I did not have faith on any candidates until she joined the race and said the things that I wanted to hear, that I want to see next in this country. All right? I believe in every word that comes out of her mouth. She's passionate, she's compassionate, she shows empathy, and most of all, she is not delusional. Yeah. Kamala recognized that this country is at risk, that the economy needs to get stronger, that the cost of food and the cost of living is too high. Damn, it's even high for me. I believe her when she said.
We got to fast forward this a little bit.
Yeah.
But hustling women out of, and I'm a hustler too. Yeah. But hustling women out of a man who cares only about making himself rich and cutting taxes for his billionaire friends. I don't even get a tax cut. Today is your wallet. Tomorrow, he'll be conning you out of your healthcare rights. And that's a fact. I want you to hear that again. Today, he's hustling you with the, oh, buy my sneakers. Tomorrow is going to be your healthcare rights. He's going to take it away from you. He's going to snatch it. Donald Trump talks about how he has a concept of a plan, but America, the only concept of a plan he has is a plan to hustle you. Yeah. Because we know what he's really setting us for. He's selling more than watches and sneakers. He's selling us bigotry, misogyny, division, chaos, and confusion. He wants us to hate each other. And it's going to cost you your money, equal opportunity, affordable health care, and any rights you thought you had for your body. He's going to take it from you. Listen to me. He's going to take it. Thank you. I love you too. I'm not giving Donald Trump a second chance. Nope. I'm not taking any chances with my future, and not damn sure and taking no chances with the future of my children. All three of them. All three of them. I'm not giving him the chance. You're not giving him the chance. Yeah. I'm with Kamala. I believe in her. In America, I believe in you to turn out on Tuesday. Turn out and turn up on Tuesday. Turn the page and let's win this thing.
Oh man, let's win this thing, man. You guys hear ghosts or something?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage elementary school teacher Adrian.
All right, so it wasn't a well delivered speech. It wasn't polished, but
Right.
Elon Musk wants his guarantee for his money, and he doesn't care who's going to give it to him.
Well, yeah. Okay. Let me get a sip here, Karen. K-Rock. Iowa goes to Trump.
Oh boy. All right, let's watch this one here.
Truly I say unto you, whoever welcomes one of these little ones in my name might be letting in a murderer, a drug. Let's get her to a detention center, so we can figure out what's going on. I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. And behold, now I'm all lazy and entitled and shouldn't have done that. Do unto others as you suspect they might want to do unto you. What is a man profited if he gain the whole world but lose his soul? A lot. He has profited a lot. One soul for the whole world, that is an amazing deal. Why do you look at the speck of dust in your brother's eye but ignore the plank in your own? Because of her emails. Yes. If a man strikes you on the right cheek, turn to him and shoot him. That is the law. If you want to be perfect, go. Sell all the possessions that you have and give the money to a solid mutual fund. By this, they will know that you are my disciples. That you say, Merry Christmas! Christ! Christmas! That's my name in there, and I put it in there because I wanted it in there so we can all celebrate Big Boy Jesus' birthday time. Okay? Okay.
Rabbi, surely you can heal me.
My child, of course I could. But who would pay for it?
I don't understand. I don't have any money.
Yes, it is a sad story, but it does not make me responsible. It is super duper easy for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven. The richer, the better, really. Maybe get a solid gold house just to be sure. Love your neighbor as yourself. Unless you are better than your neighbor, then tell them that they're weird and you do not want to bake them a cake. You have heard it said, thou shalt not commit adultery. But I say to you, any man who looks upon a woman with lust in his heart should go ahead and do what he's got to do.
Lord, your followers grow hungry and we have only this fish and bread.
Oh, sweet.
That was from it stands up though. Still good.
Yeah, that's funny. Uh,
9% of the vote. Donald Trump is 134,000 plus votes ahead, with 84% of the estimated vote in the Tar Heel state. In Virginia, Kamala Harris still in the lead, 49.9% of the vote. Donald Trump has 48.3% of the vote. Kamala Harris is maintaining a 55,000 plus vote lead. 3/4 of the vote in there. In Virginia, 75% of the estimated vote. And then in New Mexico, Kamala Harris with 53.2% of the vote. In the lead there, Donald Trump has 44.9% of the vote. Kamala Harris has 48,589 more votes than Donald Trump right now.
Fuck yeah, New Mexico.
65% of the vote.
Shove it up that
Still about a third of the
ass.
vote left to count in New Mexico. And Boris Sanchez has a new projection for us in the fight for control of the U.S. Senate.
Rick Sanchez.
Yeah, Jake, a handful of important projections to bring you, beginning with history being made in the state of Maryland. There, the executive of Prince George's County, Democrat Angela Alsobrooks, will defeat former two-term Republican Governor Larry Hogan. She becomes the first African-American person ever elected to the Senate from the state of Maryland. Another projection to bring you, this one from
we already won that.
Congresswoman Lisa Blunt Rochester defeats Eric Hansen, a former Walmart executive, the Democrat here becoming the first woman and the first African-American person ever elected to the Senate from Delaware.
Nice.
A projection to bring you in the Northeast, this time in New York. There, incumbent Democratic Senator Kirsten Gillibrand, a former presidential candidate, she will win her third full term in office as she defeats former NYPD detective Mike Sapricone. Let's get you some updates on the Republican side, beginning with the Lone Star State of Texas. Going into the night, Democrats had optimism about potentially flipping this seat from red to blue. Instead, Republican incumbent Ted Cruz wins re-election, cruising to his third term against Democrat Colin Allred, a congressman from the Dallas area, a former Tennessee Titans middle linebacker. Cruz here winning by a substantial margin in the Lone Star State. An update now from Mississippi. There, incumbent Republican Roger Wicker wins his third full term, defeating civil rights attorney Ty Pickens. Re-election for Wicker in Mississippi. An update now from one of the reddest states in the country, Wyoming. There, incumbent Republican Senator John Barrasso wins his fourth term as he defeats Scott Morrow, a union official who touts his black belt in Taekwondo on his campaign website. Barrasso reelected in Wyoming. Some more projections to bring you, beginning in Missouri. There, incumbent Republican Senator Josh Hawley, perhaps best known for being the first senator to object to certifying the 2020 election results in favor of Joe Biden. He defeats Democrat Lucas Kuntz to win re-election in Missouri. Meantime, in Nebraska, this special election, Pete Ricketts, a former governor there, he defeats Preston Love Jr., a former campaign manager for Jesse Jackson's presidential campaign in 1984. This is to serve out the term left by retired Republican Senator Ben Sasse. An update from North Dakota now. There, incumbent Republican Senator Kevin Kramer wins his second term, defeating engineering professor Katrina Christensen. Kramer reelected in North Dakota. So what do all these results mean for the magic number that Republicans need to take control of the U.S. Senate? Remember, they started out the night needing 2 Democratic seats to flip the chamber. Right now, that number with a pickup in West Virginia is 1. And currently, as of this moment, Republicans are leading in 4 races where Democrats hold seats. But hold on, because that needs some context. 2 of these states are fairly early. One of them is Montana. And that race is expected to be competitive, but the other one is Minnesota, in which we're not really expecting that close of a race tonight. And there's also potentially a twist. I'll explain that in just a moment as we take a look at some key race alerts. These are live results coming into CNN right now. In Pennsylvania, this race has been back and forth all night. Look at
No way.
the former CEO of a hedge fund, Dave McCormick, from incumbent Democratic Senator Bob Casey, 0.1 percentage points, 44,000 vote lead for McCormick.
That
That's
is not
61% of the vote in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Meantime, the most expensive Senate race in the country, in history. Nearly $500 million spent on this race. And currently, Colombian-born businessman Bernie Moreno leads incumbent Democrat Sherrod Brown with 261,000 votes, 84% of the vote in Ohio, where now Donald Trump has won the book, I state, 3 times in a row. And this is the twist I was talking about before. No one expected this Senate race in Nebraska would be this close. You have Dan Osborne, an independent, who has not said which party he would caucus with. In fact, saying that he would caucus with neither party. Right now, he holds a 10,000, almost 11,000 vote lead over incumbent Republican Deb
That's weird
Fisher.
as hell.
48% of the vote in there. If he wins, it could change the math a little bit for what Republicans need to take control of the Senate. Let's step back and give you a look at the balance of power. The raw numbers: Democrats hold 35 seats, Republicans 48. Again, with that one pickup of West Virginia, but there are 17 seats still up for grabs. You need 51 for control of the chamber, Jake.
That Nebraska race is fascinating. The presidential race is moving west right now, and we are counting down to 11 p.m. Eastern. That's when a total of 78 electoral votes are on the line. Most of them are in California. Polling places are about to close there, and also in Idaho and Oregon and Washington State. Kamala Harris is counting on Blue California to push her closer to the 270 electoral votes needed to win the White House. Let's go back to Abby Phillip at Harris Campaign headquarters. Abby,
What'd you say?
been talking to people inside the Harris campaign. What are they telling you?
When are the early and mail-in votes getting counted? Because right now that seems to be like our only hope. It's too late in the fucking game. It's almost 11 o'clock. If they counted the early and mail-in votes, we might be looking at another 4 years of Trump here. Statistically.
Like I said, yeah, no, I don't think so. I don't think they have.
What?
I don't think they've counted all of them as of yet.
Well, somebody should be speaking about that because it's pretty fucking important.
Campaign tonight is holding out hope for more votes to come in. They have always said the blue wall was the most straightforward path. Now it may be the best, not only at all, because Georgia is also something that is developing tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I still hear from Harris aides that they feel good about Georgia, but it is very, very close. The blue wall still remains the best option for her in this moment. So that's just, Jake, where things stand right now. Usually, and I know you know this, as the night goes on, the campaign is trying to spin these numbers as they come out. Jeff and I have been sitting here reporting for hours. There's been a slowdown in that spin because they really are digging into these numbers as they are coming in and trying to understand what's left out there for them, especially in these big urban centers. Jake?
Yeah, this is my 7th presidential election. I would observe that when campaigns go silent, it's generally not a positive sign. Caitlin Collins, you're in West Palm Beach with the Trump team. What are they saying?
Yeah, Jake, much livelier here. As you can hear, Donald Trump's favorite song, YMCA, is playing behind me. And certainly the audience here has gotten a
How
little
is that
livelier
his
in
how
just
is
the
it his
last
favorite
45
song?
minutes or so,
I mean,
Jake.
I
We've been here for several hours.
know.
And that matches the
Nobody
feeling back at Mar-a-Lago, where we are hearing
Because
from Trump
we're in a
campaign sources
fucking,
that they are feeling a lot more optimistic about these numbers, boosted by Virginia, but also by Iowa, a number that proved wrong, that poll that came out on Saturday and sent shockwaves through the Trump campaign. And Kristen Holmes, I know you've been talking to...
Because you can't write this stuff.
Can't write.
Bro, if you would write the YMCA's the fucking guy's theme song, it would read like a science fiction novel. But here we are.
Believe that in 2016, Donald Trump won the election on the back of working class voters. They believe he could win the election this time around on the back of Latino voters, particularly Latino men. Now, one thing to watch, Arizona and Nevada. What do those numbers look like? He specifically in Nevada reached out to Latino voters. They were trying to launch their coalition for Hispanic voters in Nevada. They believe that this could actually carry him in that state, which obviously he did not win in 2020. He didn't win it in 2016, but they do believe that if he wins it in this cycle, it is because of Latino voters.
Yeah, they feel very good about him improving his standing with those voters from where he was, not only 2016.
Why? He's constantly talking about a wall and deporting them.
Yeah.
But he doesn't say deporting them. He goes, just the criminals. We already deport the criminals. So what are we?
That's the
why?
Mexicans. That's the Mexicans, not the Puerto Ricans. The Puerto
They just
Ricans
said
just come.
Latinos. I thought they just said Latinos in general.
They might have said that. Yeah.
It's just, all Spanish-speaking people that are living in America. The Puerto Ricans, if they're voting for Trump, they're very delusional.
In Georgia right now, the former president leading in Georgia by 136,000 votes and change at 51% to 48%, 89% in. So when you get this close to the finish line, you're saying, what's left? And is it enough? Is it enough to overcome 136,000 votes? So let's start with that. And let's look at where our live outstanding votes are.
89% reported.
The bigger the circle, the more votes still to be counted. The color of the circle, how the votes coming in that area right now. So you do see a lot of big circles in Atlanta and the suburbs, down here in Savannah and the suburban areas around that, Columbus, Georgia down here. You see some pockets of Democratic votes that are still out. They're large pockets. That's a lot of votes. And if they come in big numbers, we'll see how significantly the vice president narrows that gap. You also see a lot of these little blue dots. They're not done in the rural counties in Georgia. And that matters too, because yes, if you get a big basket of votes in Cobb County is at 95% though. So you're not going to get a ton there. Fulton County is at 90%. It's the largest population center. So 10% can be a lot of votes because of the population center. This is the one we're waiting the most on, Gwinnett County, but they're up to 72% now. And then we'll come down here and look at DeKalb County. They're at 89% now. So we have more votes to come from in this circle of Atlanta and the suburbs around it that are blue. But we also have more votes to come from in some of these counties out here. That one's at 94. That one's at 95. That one's at 98. That one's at 92. So you got a lot of the vote in these places. So Donald Trump still has some votes to pick up in the rural areas. The question is, how big are the vice president's advantages in the Democratic areas where votes are still out? When you're down by 136,000 votes with 89% reporting,
Bro,
those votes.
Is this somehow closer than 4 years ago?
At
this
I
point
don't know.
At this point of the night?
It's more uphill, I think.
Seems like.
More uphill, I think.
Last time we had old white guy versus old white guy, and now we have a woman versus, so there's a lot of different factors. There's so many different intricate factors at play right now. I can't even.
What Donald Trump won North Carolina by 4 years ago, 85% of the vote in. Same test. What's the outstanding vote? Again, smaller circle now in Mecklenburg. I'll go there in just a second to see. That was a little bit bigger earlier in the night. That's the largest county. Mecklenburg County is Charlotte and the suburbs around it. Out here, in the Raleigh-Durham area, still a lot of votes to be had. Fayetteville area, a lot of votes to be counted. But again, look at those little tiny dots, right? Not a lot out there, but all those little rural counties add up for Donald Trump. So let's just come out and check where we were talking about. Right here, Cumberland County, that's Fayetteville. Only 21%. So this is where, if you're the Harris campaign, when I was in those Georgia counties, they were at 75%, 80%, somewhere in that ballpark.
When did this wrap up 4 years ago? We had to wait till like the morning. And then when was it? What time in the morning? Do you remember?
I mean, Trump never shut down 4 years ago. So he never conceded. And it wasn't until early in the morning that most of the stations had called it. But there were still recounts in Georgia and that went on for quite a while.
This is crazy, bro. Crazy insane. Timeline of the 2020 United States presidential election. Let's see here. I'm looking at this.
Then you come over here to leaning in Wisconsin. This is a state two.
So in 2020, the projector was at 11:26 a.m.
Okay.
Following day. I think we're going to be in a similar situation on this one, bro.
So there's the big California for Harris.
What does that mean for the electoral? Too early to call. We have Washington State with 12 electoral votes and Oregon with 8 electoral votes. Too early to call. Let's go to the electoral map right now. Donald Trump with 211 electoral votes at this hour. Kamala Harris cracks 100, now has 145 electoral votes. 270 electoral votes are needed to win. Donald Trump is 59 electoral votes away from that. Let's look at these battleground states now. Arizona, Donald Trump in the lead there, 49.6%. Kamala Harris right behind him with 49.5%. Donald Trump has a 2,356 vote lead with 51% of the estimated vote in from Arizona. Wisconsin, Donald Trump in the lead there too, 49.9% of the vote. Kamala Harris is 48.4%.
So again, I've read that mail-in and early votes aren't counted till the end. I don't know what difference that's going to make. I just want to take one moment to say that the shirt that I'm wearing has red stripes in it. You can't really see it because I'm far away.
Yeah.
But I was going for a red, white, and blue theme. I realized I don't own any red shirts. So
That's fine.
I just want to take a comment.
Sure.
Interjection right there to just distract us of what's going on in the world right now, because this is kooky. It's kooky.
It's kooky. Here's
I just want to zoom in. Can we just zoom in on my red striped shirt, for Christ's sake, somebody, just so we can count the stripes in my shirt and say, oh, thank you. Look, can you see? You can't.
Yeah, I can see them.
Red, white, and blue. We're
right. Yeah.
And I want to say one more thing. Regardless of who is president, your friends and your family will still be your friends and family after all this. So just remember that. Take solace in that. Sleep easy tonight. We might not know who the winner is until 11:30 tomorrow, apparently. Fuck. Sucks for any left-leaning people out there.
Yeah.
I think I'll have a little more of Kamala's favorite drink. How we doing? How you doing? How you feeling about this news, BB?
Yeah, right.
Whatever. I went down to the beach and saw Kiki. She was all like, and I'm like, whatever. Then this chick comes up to me and she's all like, hey, aren't you that dude? I'm like, yeah, whatever. So later, I'm at the pool hall and this girl comes up and she's all like, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. Cause this is my United States of whatever. And this is my United States of whatever. And this is my United States of whatever. And then it's 3 a.m. I'm on the corner wearing my leather. This dude comes up and he's like, hey, punk. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Then I'm throwing dice in the alley. Officer Leroy comes up and he's like, hey, I thought I told you. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. Then up comes Zappo. I'm like, yo, Zappo, what's up? He's like, I'm like, that's cool. Cause this is my United States or whatever. And this is my United States of America.
I don't know who this guy is, but that song is magical. Nailed it. Nailed it.
Nailed it.
The punk rock vibes are strong in that one.
Right? Liam Lynch.
Love it.
Yeah, his name's Liam
Never
Lynch.
didn't picture him looking like that in
Me
my
neither. Me neither.
local fantasy. But it's a great song. I can't take that away from
Hey,
him.
Mark, I need a drink.
You know, many people look at me and be surprised at what comes out of my brain. Don't blame them. I'm surprised myself too sometimes. It's okay.
Oh, I constantly surprise myself.
I get it.
I only know what I'm saying like 58% of the time.
More tequila. The Latin votes are going to bring Trump home. How is it possible? Nobody knows. No comprendo, señoros. No comprende. Honestly, no comprende. How is it possible? The Latin votes? The Latin votes? He said the Latin votes are making the difference. How? Oh, because he's not talking about me. He's talking about the criminals. He's talking about the Spanish-speaking criminals. I'm not a criminal. I'm here legally. Fuck all the illegals.
The two of the three are red. Why is that different? Well, the sun does.
I mean, yeah, that's how every country works. If you're illegal, you get deported. He's not changing anything. If you're a criminal, you get detained, and then you're deported. Trump's not changing anything. He's smoke and mirroring all of you. He didn't invent that. Every country works the same way, and that's the way it should work. And we all agree on that. Both sides agree. If you're a criminal, you should be detained and imprisoned. Whether it is in your country or our country, doesn't matter. You're going to prison.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
I waited 2 long years. 2 long years to become a citizen. Fuck everybody else. They can wait. They shouldn't be able to cross the border and just come in and have the same benefits as me. No.
But Donald Trump was ahead by more than 200,000 votes at this point 4 years ago. So let's just be cautious for the sake of being cautious. And yet, at the same time, I just said that. I want to tell you, we need 136.
Where was the Pennsylvania race at this time 4 years ago?
I mean, we don't know. That's why I was just trying to figure out like where this, because this actually feels to me like at 11 o'clock, it's closer than it was 4 years ago.
I mean, Wisconsin is really close right now. Wisconsin is really close.
I'm Rick Sanchez.
Michigan is really close.
Too close for comfort. One of my
Pennsylvania
favorite shows from the 70s.
Not close enough, though. We need one from Pennsylvania.
Where the fuck is TK? His kids can't sleep right now.
No,
They're having
his kids are
nightmares.
freaking out right now. His kids are freaking out. That's why he's not here.
They're totally freaking out. They should be in the big room.
Freaking out.
Exactly. Freaking out with us. Here you go. Remember this? Remember this? Remember this? Remember, wait, help.
What?
Remember this? Wait, remember, remember this? And this? And
I
then
don't
this?
see anything, dude. We're not seeing anything.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Too close for comfort from 1980?
1980, huh?
You remember this guy's name? Ted?
That's his name, Ted. Yes.
And in a state decided by 100,000 votes, that can happen. So again, you actually got the map.
Okay. Looks like he's an artist of some sort.
There's our counties. We have people on the ground. The people are vote desperate on the ground.
Ah.
I can't stop it.
He's younger than I currently am right now.
In that?
He just said he's 51.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he just did right here.
We don't have volume.
You don't have volume?
No, none of that.
Hey, shut up. All right, let me get rid of it. Let me. Fucking, we pay all this money to StreamYard and they can't even stream fucking audio. Fuck. All right. I'm sorry. I gotta solve something for us next time. This is gonna get solved. It will.
Solve it.
Ay, carambia! Try this. Can you hear it now?
Yes.
What am I doing? Talented illustrator. Why am I reduced to drawing children's comic books?
To pay the bills?
I'm 51 years old. Shouldn't they be paid by now?
Yeah,
I'm 51, Muriel. I have parts you can't get anymore.
Mom, Dad, can we talk to you? There's something we
Hello,
want to
Mom.
ask you. You're probably going to say no, but we want to ask you anyway.
Even though you're probably going to say no.
What is it?
We'd like to rent the apartment downstairs.
No.
You girls probably couldn't afford the rent anyway.
I can switch classes so I can go to school in the morning and get a job in the afternoon.
And Dad wouldn't have to redecorate. We love it the way it is. And we're not asking for any special favors.
You girls can't get along in this apartment where you have two referees. Down there, you'll kill each other. Forget it. It's out of the question.
Well, I think
Yeah.
you're a stubborn, close-minded, grouchy old man. But I mean that respectfully.
All we wanted was to have some privacy and independence. You may not have noticed, but we've become two adult, mature, sophisticated young women. All I have to say is,
Muriel, this may come as a shock to you, but I don't want to have any more kids.
It would be weird having like two little girls and then they grow up and they act exactly the same when they were little girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that was like 5-year-old behavior, right? But now they're big and mature and boobs and they still act like they're 5. And how could you trust them?
You can't.
Life's crazy. I'm gonna get another beer. Call TK.
Wait.
We're still working through it, so narrowing that number down even further is not possible. Working with it. So tens of thousands of mail ballots will be posted at 11:55 just before midnight. Adding to what was the first ballot, which ended up being 115,000 mail ballots, which is just narrowing the universe of what's outstanding, getting closer and closer to what John has been talking about. Once you get that 50% of the 50% of the vote in, then you can really start seeing where things are headed. And what we're seeing in Philadelphia, they're not yet at 50%. They're getting closer to it. Mail-in ballots. We'll get much more there.
All right, Kate. Let's go to the other side.
Okay, so they're not yet at 50% from Philadelphia.
Can I ask you a question?
Why did you
want to do this tonight? You know, it wouldn't change any results. Is it so that we can commiserate and celebrate together in some way, distract us, or was it really so that we could just distract ourselves from having to pay attention to this fucking
all the above? All the above.
Fair.
Yeah. Yeah, all the above.
I'm messaging T-Claus. He's just being disrespectful at this point.
Right? He said,
Just how smoothly has it gone? Because we've heard that it's gone incredibly smoothly here now. This period of work here on election day.
The kids can't sleep. The kids can't
I
sleep.
guess.
The kids can't. I promise, bro. What else could it be? Where do you
It's
say?
gotta be. Soccer, some kind of soccer thing.
It's 11. It's 11 o'clock at night. Who in the right mind has soccer things?
Well, I'm sure they're home now. It's just, Bound's not going to bed. Would be my guess.
We got that message from him at 9:30. That's 2 hours ago. Well, 2 hours goes fast sometimes.
Yeah.
Why would anybody schedule a regional fucking soccer anything on fucking election day? You morons. People need to fucking vote. Oh, go work all fucking day. And then how about take your kids to a 3-hour fucking soccer tournament? Because voting's not that important. That's what a high school decided. That's
yeah.
Like they didn't know that this was national fucking election day for the fucking presidency. They scheduled a fucking grade school soccer tournament that the parents are obligated to go to. Not one, but both fucking parents for 3 fucking hours. Who organized this soccer tournament? The Republicans? Is there some type of... Now that would be a strategy by the Republicans. We've been only looking at gerrymandering. We didn't know that they tapped into the collegiate sports on a high school and
elementary level.
Yeah, grade school, elementary level. This is.
I don't think T was at the.
It doesn't fucking matter. He's not here right now, is he?
He's not here right now, man.
I mean, he posted that he voted, and she posted that she voted. So that is good.
Oh, that's good.
But seriously, why would anybody schedule any fucking thing on today? For God's sake, take the fucking day off and go vote, people.
That's another thing K-Rock and I were talking about. How is this not a federal holiday yet?
Because they don't want us to vote.
Yeah,
because this is how the Republicans win. And when you have a party that benefits from it not being...
Wait, protection.
Doesn't matter.
Right, Kamala gets Harris. What?
Wow,
no.
She got her last
That's
name
right.
back.
Kamala got Harris. I'm making the call. Harris.Oregon. So Harris.
Let me just finish this up. When you have half of the country divided, because we have a 2-party system, and half the country benefits from it not being a national holiday.
Yeah.
It's not going to change because it gets voted in, and they're like, yeah, doesn't benefit us. We're winning because of. No thanks. We don't want to change it to where people don't have to work and show up and do stupid shit that we all need to do. But like, seriously, a fucking 3-hour soccer game and you're in grade school? Bro, back me up on how stupid this is.
It should not be scheduled on today. No, that's true.
Bro.
That's 100%.
It's one fucking day. That happens every 4 years, and they scheduled a grade school 3-hour soccer tournament. Kids can't drive themselves. They're in grade school. Are you fucking kidding me? And the parent If you trade your time for money, you're part of the working class, okay? You trade your time for money means you don't show up, you don't get paid. There's a 90% chance that every one of the parents are part of the working class. 90% chance that they both not only worked a full day, but then had to take their kid to a soccer game that wasn't done by 9:30 at night. That's the whole fucking day. Am I wrong? You go to work at 8 o'clock in the morning, you work a whole fucking day, and then afterward, you got to take your kid to a 3-hour soccer game. When are you voting? And when do the polls close again? Oh, yeah. Dumb my fucking idea. This is a new form of gerrymandering I think I've just uncovered.
You just got it.
Bro. The Republicans are having their own grade school soccer tournament. It's mandatory that every child play. The Republicans, what great people. They're sponsoring tournaments for your kids on election day. Every sport. We're going to call it an all sport. It's not a holiday. It's just an all sport event. Whatever sport your kid loves, that's what you got to take them to. After work. No, you don't get work off. After work, you get to take them to something special. It's a special event held by the Republicans. But it's not the Republicans. We're going to do that by a different name. But they're going to win they're going to win something cool. Like a sparkly necklace.
Right?
I don't know what they win, but are you fucking kidding me? This is real life. This is happening. Sorry, can't be there. Had to what? Had to take the grade schooler to a soccer game on fucking national every 4-year election day. This country is. I used to think we weren't in full-blown dystopia. I'm pretty sure we're still not in full-blown dystopia. But I see the dogs. I see the robot dogs climbing ladders and shit. I see them. I see stuff. I'm seeing stuff on the interwebs.
I'm saying it.
We're quickly approaching dystopia. We're an early stage dystopia. Okay? Early stage dystopia. Can I coin a term? Has anybody said that before? It's like a diagnosis. Yes, country, we are in. Yes, world, we are now in early stage dystopia. Can I be the one that made that up?
Yeah.
Because those words all exist, interdependent of each other, independent of each other. But can I connect them and say early stage dystopia as a phrase?
Yeah, I think so.
Have you heard anybody say that?
No, I don't think so. No.
Can we give credit to the big room right now? Can we patent pending?
Patent pending, right? Boom, boom, trademark.
Can we trademark that shit? Oh, fucking
trademark it.
Trademark big room. You heard it here first. Early stage. This is what early stage dystopia looks like, people.
There's a big dump of mail-in voting coming in at 11:55 from Pennsylvania.
You do my favorite Kurgan and say, "Of course there is." Do you have sound on this thing?
As opposed to what happened 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Should I leave the sound on, or does it drive you crazy because it's out of sync with the sound that you have over there?
I don't think we need the sound.
Right, he said.
We don't. Fuck your sound. Fuck you.
2020. We're not done
Fuck
yet.
your stupid sound.
Your sound.
Is it black voters in Philadelphia? There's some suburban areas outside of Philadelphia there. There's some affluent white voters there as well.
I'm burpy tonight because I ate about 3 pounds of meat cubes. Yes, grilled meat.
We don't see the Trump people anywhere. Trump did sort of contract out his get out the vote. I was in 7 or 8 of these battleground states in the last couple of weeks. I didn't see many Trump people out
Rick
there.
Sanchez.
Phone banks. But what happened in 2016 is
And Rick Sanchez is me.
it was organic.
I'm Rick Sanchez, and Rick Sanchez is me.
Democrats think it's knocking on the doors. If this map holds up, that's going to be a big conversation.
Did I mention the majority of Sanchez's are voting for Trump this election period? Who would have guessed it? Your name's Trump and Cruz. But yet you're elected senator?
In the Democratic Party. We're not there yet, but as you watch this map roll in, another thing that is distinctive at the moment
Is Ted Cruz really Mexican? Is he really? Where does he get the last? Or Spanish? Or like is he really a Latino? Is Ted Cruz just posing as a Latino? They need to we need to start making more aggressive commercials like the Republicans make for us against us, right? That's how it would go, right?
Oh, yeah.
Is Ted Cruz really a Latino? I mean, look at him. Compared to this Latino. And this Latino. He doesn't look Puerto Rican. Doesn't look Mexican. Where'd you get the name, Cruz? Maybe it's just a ploy to gain your vote.
In Wisconsin in general, 47.8%. Donald Trump right now in the lead by almost 60,000.
Who's this chick?
Sarah, you have officials with you who can tell us about the outstanding vote in Wisconsin. Still about a third of the state's vote is outstanding. What can you tell us?
It's not looking good, Thomas. I'm not. Can you tell? I'm not really happy.
In Milwaukee at the central count, as they call it, because all the wards have finally reported. So they are counting these ballots as fast as they can. They do believe that they're going to be able to give some kind of idea of this count after midnight. It will not take the extra 2 or 3 hours they thought it might because of that problem with what happened with the tabulators, which, by the way, are right behind me. One of them, all 13 of them, there was an issue. A door was not locked, and so they, out of an abundance of caution, decided that they were going to rerun through the absentee ballots, 30,000
Oh
of them.
my God, nobody needs to hear that info. Are you fucking serious? You trying to cause another fucking rush on the Capitol building? Are you the box wasn't locked. So we're going to do a What the fuck are you doing?
And do you think we're going to find out something soon?
We will. I think things are going really well, even though we had a little hiccup. But, as we united, all the workers and the parties, I think that it's extremely important that we were in the same page and that we had an agreement and everything is going well.
What did you make of this? I know Ron Johnson came out, a Republican, and was very, upset with all of this and was sort of making hay about it. What were your thoughts on what happened with these machines?
Well, there was a human error in part of it. So when it was caught, we just simply did a rerun on the with the processing and the tabulators, and even probably some of the tabulators should have seen it, but it was caught by the tabulators to the executive.
We've been doing this for the last 20 fucking years.
Tabulators.
Fucking tab you fucking later.
On schedule where we anticipate to be earlier. And true, if you can see around and look at the poll workers
we can put people into space, but we can't count votes yet for some fucking reason. Maybe we're focused on the wrong shit.
getting those numbers fairly soon. I don't want to say as early as we would like, but I think it's going to be earlier than what we thought before we had the hiccup, so to speak.
Just
Don't
Timothy,
smile, Ruhead.
what do you think of this, the number of voters? Are you seeing the numbers larger than in 2020? And what are you seeing now?
I'm not seeing as large as I thought before, but I was doing. Most of us were going out to the polls earlier too. The polls were a steady, nice flow. What I did see is a high volume of same-day registrations. That was seen to be a much more increase at all the polling sites, and not just one geographical area, whether it be whatever demographics, but it was all over that was encompassed. And I talked to each chief inspector, and that is the area that I saw a much increase in the participation of same-day registration.
Same-day registration. We saw that also in Cedarburg today. A lot of people coming and registering and voting. Thank you both so much. We should just make very clear, you heard it here from a Republican and a Democrat who are election commissioners, that there is an agreement. This is going to be a free and fair election here in Milwaukee. People are watching every single bit of this and agreeing that things are going as smoothly as possible.
Good comeback, Tommy.
All right, Southside Milwaukee. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Should have said that at the fucking beginning. Oh my God. This is America. This is America. This is America. This is America.
In the state in general. Tell me about the WOW counties, if you could. You're right around Milwaukee. Or the WOW. Get to the second number one.
What do you think, babes?
I don't. I'm not loving it. Not loving
How we
things.
feeling about life right now? How we feeling about America?
I said that whichever way the election went, that in 100 years, historians will still be writing about this election because it's going to cause a fairly major course correction in one direction or the other. And it could still go either way, but I don't know why.
No, wait, hold on. I got to interrupt you because that was the last 3 fucking elections. The last 3. We still have gerrymandering. We're still dealing with all the same tricks. Again, when you have half of the country that identifies Republican and benefit from all the cheating type of rules, and they're okay with cheating to win, they all say it. Like, whatever gets us the win, we're okay with it. That's the mentality. Half of the country is like, I'd rather play by honest rule book. And the other half of the country is like, no, I just want to win. And if that includes cheating, I'm okay with that. And when they identify something that's like, this is not fair, they're like, yeah, don't care because we still win. We still get our way. And it's about, and so one half, the part that's about I get my way is it's about me. I want my ego satisfied to the detriment of everybody. I don't care about how you feel. I want to feel good, and this is it. And I win, and it's my ball, and I'll go home when I want. And the other half's like, but there's 20 of us, and we still all want to play. Can we borrow your ball? Not exactly right analogy. But you get the point. I think you get the point somewhere in there that like the rules are not going to change. So why do you think, BB, that this one is going to be the one that changes things? Because it hasn't changed. And I see the same thing happening over and over and over again. Every 4 years.
You're assuming there's an election in 4 years.
Oh, fair enough. I see where you're going with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, the democracy is fragile, and I think So what you're suggesting, I think maybe what you're suggesting is that the insidiousness of propaganda, and that maybe we're getting a very rare futuristic glimpse back in time to what created World War II. Or was it
Yeah.
World War I?
It's same thing, pretty much.
The propaganda machine, and people going, I want to say in Germany, just going, I mean, we just thought he wanted to make it better for everybody and build the Volkswagen Beetle. Like, we didn't know that was going to turn into tanks and incineration of Jewish people. Like, we didn't really know that was going on. We just liked that he told us that we were going to be we like the words greatest and best. And he told us we were the greatest and the best. And we liked the greatest and the best. And that's all. We voted on greatest and best. Everything else he said, didn't kind of hear that and really didn't. I had no idea. Please don't send us all to jail. Because that's kind of what happened.
Yeah, I think we. Dude, I don't know, man. I think we're at the point where we wrap this up, and because I just kind of want to eat something right now and just see where it goes. I can't. This is not. There are too many ridiculously ignorant people in this country to manage, and you can't get someone. You can't stop them from voting, or else you've already lost the whole democratic experiment. So you can't stop them from voting, but you can't have any requirements. So they go out there and vote either based on outdated sexism or racism or whatever it is.
Misinformation of all sorts.
Oh yeah,
it's just misinformation. And most of the time, from Trump and from the campaign, admittedly, intentionally, like the misinformation is intentional, and they've admitted it. And there's no retribution. It's just like, okay, like.
Right.
There's no rules. Just say whatever you fucking want under freedom of speech, and make shit up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go, dude.
What the fuck?
I'm just gonna. I need to eat something. I need to watch this and try to see where it winds up. Because this is just there's too. Michigan, Wisconsin, PA are all going Trump's way right now. Like all three of the blue wall that we need. All three of them. Wisconsin, Michigan, PA, all three of them. All three of them are Trump. Trump is currently winning the popular vote. Fucking CNN's just figuring this out now.
I kind of wanted to just go to sleep tonight. That's why I just wanted to like go to sleep tonight and just wake up because I knew we weren't gonna. I knew that T wasn't gonna be in for the long haul, and nobody's gonna be in the long haul. Just like if everybody was committed to being a marathon and staying online till they called the victor, no matter how long it took.
Oh yeah.
That's a different thing. But I knew nobody would have the stamina to do this. But you guys are the ones that called it, and I'm here. And I was just going to sleep and ignore the whole fucking thing because I knew it was just going to be painful. It's just going to be a lot of fucking rhetoric until it wasn't. So there's nothing we can fucking do. We can't think this thing. We can't manifest anything at this point. If you
Right,
haven't done it already, it's not going to be done. If there was anything in your power that you could think to change any of these percentages, and don't sweat yourself because you're not a celebrity.
It's true.
Who else? Who else? There's some celebrities that came out, but clearly not enough. And I don't fucking know what else could we have. What else could be done?
There's nothing else that can be done on our part.
So, what are you gonna eat?
I got some Chinese food.
Chinese food's great.
Yeah, but I was just saying that.
China. If it wasn't for China, we wouldn't have Chinese food. All right. Well, no fucking TK tonight. That was pretty disappointing.
Yeah.
But you know what? Here's the thing, Beebs. You gotta admit, I will give TK credit in one area here. This is the first time ever he got this close. He got close. He got close. He didn't show up. But he talked about it. This is the first time he even talked about it. You know, TK doesn't like conflict, right?
I know.
No, he doesn't. This isn't his bag, baby. This isn't
No.
his bag.
No.
He does not like contests, mano a mano, where there's a winner and somebody that's proclaimed a loser. Like not second place winner, first place winner and second place winner. That would sit much better with TK, with the monk. Let's admit it. That's the verbiage. That's the lingo. That's progressive lingo.
Yeah.
You're the first place winner. But no. You're not the loser. You're the second place winner. Well, what happens when it's the presidency?
This world does not need a sober big room.
No.
Nobody needs that.
No, way too many of those in the world.
Nobody wants that in the world.
Nobody wants
There's lots of those in the world. You know what they're called? Orphanages. There you go.
I think, wouldn't it be cool though if like the president, like, would it? No, we're fucked. Anyway, I'm still going to be proud of I'm still going to be proud of Brother Monk, even though he didn't show up. He talked about showing up, and in the past, honestly, we got 50 years of history, and he's never wanted any part of this. He was the one that egged it on that I showed up this time, and I'm here.
Yeah. He was. All right,
man. Well,
I'm leaving.
Yeah, good luck to your life. You know, I think that my stance is still this. We are at such a low level of peonship in America that this shit doesn't affect us too much, and we're not females, and you're not out there impregnating a bunch of different women that need abortions in different countries, like in different states. It doesn't fucking really affect us too much. I mean, right now your brain wants to argue with me on those points, but I'm suggesting that you don't.
No, I know. I know what you're saying. And it's true. It's true that on the individual basis, K-Rock and I talked about it the other day. It's 100% true that on the individual basis, people like you, me, Dave, T, it most likely is not going to affect our day-to-day lives that much.
No, let me give you a real world example. What company have you worked for? What company do you work for right now? And how long? You don't even have to name the company, but how long have you worked for that company again? Say that number.
20 years. Yeah, 20 years.
How
yeah.
many presidents have we gone through in 20 years? There you fucking go. Point made. That's 5. So,
Yeah.
right? Roughly 5.
Yeah, it's
Well,
4.
how much
Yeah.
has your life changed? Has your salary changed? No, it's been incrementally shitty. Yours is better than most. Your company's better than most. We ain't saying company names, but in general, the minimum wage has been the same since 1990. It's under
minimum wage, yeah.
$10 when the rate of inflation's gone to $16. This country's out of fucking whack, and both parties are conspiring for its failure, seemingly. When the Democrats get in, even a black president, which we've had and celebrated, and he's had 2 terms, it kind of hasn't changed any of our day-to-day basis in any significant way. And I'll leave it at that. And that's why this year, I'm the one that didn't want to pay attention. But he's the one that still didn't show up.
Keep going. All right, you listen.
So I'll give him credit for wanting to pay attention, but it doesn't fucking matter. Just handle your own business. Let's all handle our own business, and let's get through the next fucking 4 years. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. It's a real big
we may have to do it. I have a whole bunch of meetings.
No soccer games for you, B. You show
I
up
have
tomorrow.
meetings at 10, 10:30, 11.
Don't care.
11:30 and midnight.
Fuck. Are you serious?
Yeah, I have a bunch of one-on-one meetings with the agents that report to me.
Till midnight.
Till 12:30. Starting at 10.
All right.
3 of them are in India.
Oh my God.
Yeah, 3 of them are in India. One's in
now
California.
you know this is why we lose every year, because working class people need to what? Need to work.
I gotta work.
Did you vote though? But you voted.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, then I don't know. You still got it in. There's no fault. You didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. T didn't do anything wrong. We did all we can do. That's it. There's nothing to be sad about. Life goes on. I'm clearly irritated right now by this whole thing.
Yeah.
However,
yeah.
We need to step back and put it in perspective and understand realistically that this really doesn't affect us that much. We're not Latino and we're not black, and they're voting for him. 50% of them that should have made this a fucking landslide for the semi-black woman, first fucking possible president, who has a great personality. Awesome fucking. The one thing I think anybody can agree upon is like, she seems like a cool person that I would hang out with.
No, everyone doesn't agree with that. Just the Democrats.
Christ on a crutch. Again. If you don't think that, like, if you haven't watched it, like, oh my God. Yeah, you're right. I've seen statements from family members that believe she's somehow the real evil.
The real evil, yeah.
What video are you watching, man? So, okay, so I don't know. There's nothing else. There's nothing else that can be done at this point except live your life. Take it. That's a song by Rihanna and Jay-Z. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You gotta live your life. Just live your life.